The top two scorers, Myers and McCord, battle it out as the Sheffield Sharks are visitors to the Edinburgh Rocks. It's over to our commentators, Craig Lynch and Daniel Routledge.
Thank you very much, Kevin. The noise is starting to reverberate around here. Let's take a quick look at the two team list for tonight, starting with the hometown Edinburgh Rocks, who have got off to a tremendous start, but facing Sheffield tonight and Manchester next week. The next 8 days should really show the Rocks championship potential. Looking at the starting five, and the likes of Joel Burns, Michael New and Brendan Graves often get overlooked in favour of all-star duo McCord and Berry, but if those three don't show up, it'll be a difficult night for the Scotsmen. To the Sheffield Sharks, and for the second year in a row, the Sharks have almost certainly lost a player to a season-ending injury. Whether there's another Pete Scantlebury about for the Sharks to pick up remains to be seen, and in the meantime, how will his absence affect them? To the starting five, and Myers and Ryan King have gelled nicely together in the backcourt. Sheffield's problems this year, though, have come inside on the boards. Faced with the big men of the likes of New, Graves and McCord, it won't be an easy battle for Johnson and co, but one they need to win, Craig Lynch. It's going to be important that they get going on the glass early on.
The boards are big for both teams out there, I think, and I think that they look at Edinburgh with McCord and the big fella Graves, that Sheffield's going to have to counter those boards somehow.
Here's Terrell Myers with the first offensive move of the night, wave off the score. The foul was on the floor, and it was on Joel Burns.
So you've also got Michael New out there rebounding, so Edinburgh looks like a good rebounding team.
Cawthorn to Scantlebury. Scantlebury fires up along the baseline, rebound Michael New. Joel Burns going against Nate Ryan King, former teammates last season at Derby. They played each other before, though. They were both at the same conference at college. Berry going along the baseline, had it knocked away, last touch by Ted Berry, and the Sharks will get it back. And the Sheffield Sharks favourites to win this by a couple of points tonight, Craig. Would you agree with that?
You have to go with Sheffield Sharks. They've had the experience of championship last year. Until people say otherwise, you got to say that they're going to be a good basketball team.
Here's Ryan King to Cawthorn. Inside is Terrell Myers. Myers to Johnson, wide open in the paint, and he converts. McCord and Scantlebury, the matchup that Kevin Cadle was talking about at the top of the show. McCord with a good step, finds Graves underneath. Graves under pressure, off the bottom of the board, still has it, and sticks it back in. He's a big man in that paint.
Well, that's 2 points for him. I think he's averaging about 3 points a game, so if Graves actually gets on the offensive board and puts it in, it's going to be difficult.
Sweet move by Myers at the other end to put the Sharks back in front. Michael New to Brendan Graves. Oh, great feed inside to Michael New.
Easy basket. I think the guard matchups are awful good tonight. You see two quality guards out there from Derby last year up there against each other, and I'm willing to see who's going to win that battle.
Backing in is Will Johnson over Graves. Nice move, but Michael New pulls down the rebound. Berry lobs up the alley-oop too high. Graves pulls it down, and the two-handed slam brings the fans to their feet.
If I'm not mistaken, that's 4 points for Graves now, so he's doing better than his average for only a few minutes in the game.
Ted Berry with the defensive foul on Terrell Myers. It'll be a Sharks ball from the side. Cawthorn finds Scantlebury round on the far side. Ryan King coming along the baseline. Myers inside to Johnson, is blocked by McCord, illegally so. John McCord didn't think it was, but the foul was called. What was your make on that, Craig Lynch?
Well, from my point of view, I look at it right here. It looks like a good block. It looks like a good block, you know, and I guess I can complain a little bit. My team's leading the league in fouls right now.
Will Johnson to the foul line. tremendous amount of noise in the building. It certainly is one of the loudest places to go to in the country.
It is. I can barely hear myself think here. The excitement of here, the six-man quality of the fans here might make a difference. It might make me wrong for the result.
Could also give us a few hearing problems by the end of the game. The noise is very loud in here. McCord to Burns. Here's Berry. Berry driving along the baseline with a good elevation and the lay-in for two. Sheffield quickly back down the other end with Scantlebury. Cawthorn lines up the three off the back of the ring. Myers tips it to Reinking, and Reinking thought about it. Cawthorn. Scantlebury in the middle with the score.
Scantlebury's going to have to score some buckets here. He looks like he's been passing a lot the last 4 or 5 games, but he'll need to go step up and hit some shots.
Here's Michael New up top to Brendan Graves. Joel Burns from deep. Will rebound to Rel Myers. Reinking inside is Cawthorn, backing in on Michael New, still going to the little step under, fires up, tough move from Todd Cawthorn.
Great move, great move.
There's Cawthorn going strong to the basket. He suffered that injury in the opening game of the season. He's only just regained full fitness, he was telling us earlier.
Here you got to match up Myers and Ted Berry. You got so many classic matchups in every game this year. And this 2 matchups here with the guards out here is real exciting to watch.
There's the foul as Johnson just jumped out and knocked Ted Berry. Berry going along the baseline. Berry with the elevation, too much on it. Graves from offensive boards and stick back.
Graves he's got 6 now, so we're going to keep counting those.
There he is, just picking up the pieces. Cawthorn off the back of the ring, it's out to Joel Burns, and they're off and running the Rocks now. Behind the back from Burns all the way coast to coast. Doesn't get the layup to go, and Reinking comes up with it. 2-on-1 break, Myers and Scantlebury with Johnson on the trail. Johnson going up, out of control. Scants with the boards, giving a wide open shot. Johnson with the rebound this time. Foul inside on Brendan Graves. There's the action inside, but Chris Finch can't be too happy with the fact that his team had 3 open shots there and didn't come up with any points.
Well, they never do that against my team. It seems like every time they shoot, they score. But right now, they're getting the shots they want, the shots that their offense works for, and they need to hit those shots. Otherwise, they're not the Sheffield that we all fear.
Johnson gives Sheffield the lead. And double as Michael New grabs it away from Brendan Graves.
In saying that, Sheffield's missing shots are still 1 point ahead, so if they start hitting them, it could change the game.
Burns looking for things to happen on the offense, tries to get it to McCord out top. Here he is. Time ticking down on the Sheffield offense, the Edinburgh offense as Michael New hits the bucket. Here's Reinking off the high screen. Burns diving at him, but couldn't get there to prevent, but McCord is off and running. McCord with the sweet pass to New, double pump. And he perhaps made that shot a little bit too difficult for himself.
Yeah, he had the position there. He needed just to think about it a second longer.
Richard Windle checking in for the first time tonight as Todd Cawthorn goes to the bench. Here's another look at Michael New. I think he got scared of getting blocked there.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe Big McCord or somebody's going to be up there with him.
Here's Windle. Myers pulls up, sweet shot from Terrell Myers.
Well, we mentioned the Scantlebury-McCord matchup that Kevin did, and I think Pete's doing a great job on it so far. McCord's not really, I don't think he scored in the game yet.
Edinburgh regained the lead, and that is the 6th change of leads in the game so far. Windle off a great feed from Myers, counting the basket, and the foul is called. Here's a great looking pass from Myers to find Windle open, and the foul is on Graves.
What I have to say, it's a man's game out there, and the refs really should let that kind of stuff just go and just let the game flow, because not enough contact really between two big guys out there to call something like that, I don't think.
The second foul on Graves, the 5th on Edinburgh, just one the other way against the Sheffield Sharks. Ian McLean coming into the game for the first time tonight.
I'll have to be careful what I say here. All the referees will be mad at me after this game. So
what you got to be careful of, Craig, is make sure none of these two guys are doing your game next week.
I'll get a technical, just walk off the floor next game.
Here's Joel Burns once again going against Nate Reinking. McCall finds New under pressure from Windle, hits the jumper. Myers with the quick step on Berry, and there's a defensive foul once again as Myers goes past Berry. Foul number 2 on Ted Berry. Here's another look at it, Craig, and it's number 2 on him. They've already got 2 on the big man Graves. They can't afford to get in too much foul trouble, can't they?
Yeah, the guards can't put their hands, they're calling it this year, they can't put their hands on the guys because the referees are calling it, but that will be a problem for Edinburgh. They lose Graves, they lose Berry to 3 or 4 fouls in the first half, and Sheffield looks like the winning team.
Myers at the line then for the second. Makes them both. Burns looking for some action between New and Berry. Instead goes the other way to McCall. Berry comes all the way around from the far corner to come get it. Now he goes on his own. Oh, what a move by Ted Berry! A pretty play. Count the basket and the foul is called.
Well, that's Ted Berry in full flight there. That's what he does so well. And that's where Jimmy Brandon right now regretting that second foul, because he's probably thinking about taking him out, and he just gone in there and scored a great basket.
I think indeed Ross Friss has stood here ready to get in to the ball game. I think he will for Berry should Ted make this shot, which it does. And yes, indeed, Ted Berry, after that 3-point play, will go to the bench. Reinking falling off balance, rebound Michael New, and the Rocks are up and running down court with Fritz. McCord in the low post, screening for it, gets it, goes inside, foul, counted again. Another 3-point play for the Rocks, this time John McCord.
John McCord's a patient player. He's not, that's his first basket here, but good timing. John always knows when his team needs a basket, and he can go ahead and produce something for you.
So the Edinburgh Rocks here potentially going 4 points up with 2 players on the bench and 2 fouls. It can't go much better than that, can it?
Well, Jimmy's got to be pleased right now. He's just got to maintain some intensity. The crowd is excited about there with the last 2 baskets by Berry and McCord. but it's early days.
Double foul called off the ball on 20 yellow, which is Richard Windle and Michael New of the Edinburgh Rocks. Now if I'm foul number 2 on Richard Windle, and there it is in the top right of your screen, the pair of them pushing and shoving in the low post. And the referee's called it.
The referee might just said, stop it, fellas, because that's going to be a big foul on Michael New now. Already Edinburgh looks to be fouled. It looked like my team out there, just doing too many fouls in the first quarter. They're going to be at the free throw line. That's going to hurt them.
There's a foul on Chris, just not quite quick enough to keep up with Nate Reinking. That was foul number 8.
Foul number 8
on the Edinburgh Rocks.
Yeah.
We've still got a couple of minutes to go here in the first quarter. The Sharks in the penalty, but only just with foul number 4 at the other end.
And they've got some good free throw shooters, Sheffield, and this is part of their game. Just keep playing team basketball, let people foul you, and go to the line.
Nate Reinking, one of the better free throw shooters, I was about to say, as it comes out. McCord to New. Burns going the scenic route from side to side. McLean, double pump off the glass, doesn't go. And Michael Payne with the boards. Wendell up top, lines up a 3, way short, he knew it, tried to chase it down. McCord got it first. Quick feed to New, but couldn't quite get under control enough to make the layup.
When you got Payne out there and McKinney and Ranking, that may not be Sheffield's best shot. Windle out there, give him credit for shooting it though.
Nate Reinking came down and said, there you go, Richard, I'm the guy that shoots the threes,
right,
and knocks it out. 22 apiece here as we tick down time on the first quarter of tonight's game. McCord to McLean, lines up a 3. Chris fighting for it, but can only tip it out of bounds at the Sharks ball. Three-and-a-half second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. So Edinburgh may just get it back with enough time for a shot. This is 3-point shooting so far tonight. Only Nate Reinking has converted from deep. Sloppy pass from Wendell. McCord almost picked it off, but Payne did enough. Reinking looking to tick time down. He's had a look at the game clock. He's going to check the shot clock as well. Cawthorne fires up for 3. Yes, Todd Cawthorne hits the 3. Edinburgh need to come back quick. McCord from the halfway line on the buzzer is off the mark, and it's been a thrilling first quarter here at the Meadowbank. The fans have loved it, but the final shot from the Sharks has got them in front at the end of the first. It's 22-25. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Meadowbank. It's the Edinburgh Rocks 22, the Sheffield Sharks 25 at the end of the first quarter. With me is the coach of the Newcastle Eagles, Craig Lynch. Craig, we're going to take a quick look at the match facts here now. And the shooting is not too bad. 53%, 47%, not too bad in the first period. No,
it looks good for both teams, really. That's acceptable. You go to Edinburgh's 0 for 3. That might hurt them a little bit. I think that the 2-point shooting, everything seems okay there, except that Edinburgh hasn't hit a 3-point shot, which if they would have, the game be tied.
Now, if we take a look at the rebounding again, it's fairly even right there.
It's even. Edinburgh hadn't had anybody come off and score for them yet. They need Ian McLean to get involved in the game. Everything's even there.
And there's one stat that every coach loves: only 1 turnover in the game.
That's tremendous. So that's good for a quarter.
And there's the leadometer. And as you can see, both teams have had plenty of leads that just flipped it back and forward all the way through the first period. We're ready to go then with the second quarter. It's Johnson and Graves to jump it up. Graves tips it all the way back to Joel Burns. Burns now guarded by Myers. Berry through the middle. Great pass from Berry to Graves for another slam.
Yeah, there's Graves again. Now, he needs to stay in the game.
Payne. Johnson. Johnson going against Graves, who of course is on 2 fouls from the opening period. Johnson, Cawthorn, sorry, went after it, and McCord knocked it out of bounds.
This is going to test the referees because it's obvious that Johnson's going to go against Graves. Graves gets his 3rd foul, and he's out. Jimmy have to take him out again. So it's important that referees let the game be played down there.
McKinney open for 3, doesn't get it to go, and Payne chasing hard to save it. Cawthorn, given all the time in the world, knocks out the 3.
That looks like Todd Cawthorn. He just kind of waits, he's patient, hits the 3. That's a beautiful shot right there. For kids watching that, see the way that ball just kind of spins back.
Hopefully they weren't watching the defense that gave him about 15 feet wide open court to shoot it in. Berry with another great move. Myers from deep for 3, and McCord has the rebound. Burns to Berry, inside to McCord. McLean. McLean with the flip pass to Berry. Berry had it knocked away. Home fans want a foul. Referee said no. They're booing in the Meadowbank as the Sharks come back. Johnson. Cawthorn for another 3. This one's short. Graves with the rebound. Graves right up at the top, under pressure from Johnson, gets it to McCord. McLean for 3 off the back of the ring. It might come to Graves, but Johnson did well to tip it to Cawthorn. Myers flips it out to Johnson from long range, slightly outside his range perhaps, and this one's got a little bit scrappy here, Craig. Just a little bit scrappy it's got.
It is. I'm really surprised that since Payne and McKinney been there, neither one of them have gotten a shot off, because I think that's one of their strengths. If they can come in while people like Rankin are resting and they can hit a couple 3s, and it just makes their whole team tick.
Ian McLean given the ball, he's all on his own now. He finds McCord. Berry. Berry driving to the basket, little flip is short, and away comes Rankin with Myers now. Myers to Johnson, good feed. Oh, Johnson slams it off the back of the wing. Myers with the offensive board, and the foul is on McLean. Here's Johnson wide open. Oh.
He saw Graves coming at him. Graves was smart there.
We got 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the first half. It's the Edinburgh Rocks who trail the Sheffield Sharks by 2. Chris Finch with the timeout. Let's go take a listen.
Here we go. Yeah, okay, we're okay. We're all right. Yeah. Listen, first of all right, don't help up. We got to keep Berry out of the middle, all right? Don't let him come middle on us, all right? The other thing, keep him hemmed in. All right? It's not your fault if he keeps going baseline. Just remember that, all right? The other thing is, don't help up so much if he comes middle. Stand your ground, all right? We don't have no box out. When we pick up the ball, we're hesitant. Listen, we can get layups on him in a transition all night. Go with it, right? All right? Down there, the kick out is on, and too much high post jump shot. Go to the bucket, move the ball. Let's go. Don't settle. Settle,
Right, we were saying there, Craig, that the game had got a little bit scrappy. Here's some proof of it. Sheffield have missed their last four shots, whilst at the other end, Edinburgh missed their last three. Neither team capable of getting it in the basket at this moment in time.
It looks like Edinburgh's really looking to go a little bit of 1-1 with Barry, and Sheffield's getting the shots. I mean, that was a dunk shot by Sheffield. They should have hit that. So it is scrappy. They'll have to go ahead and settle down. The game's still real close.
Certainly is. Just the basket in it at this stage as Ryan King with the pump fake finds McKinney. Not loose by McLean, but it was only going to go back to McKinney. Ryan King double team, did well to keep it from going into the backcourt. 5 on the shot clock. Johnson through the middle, this time with the layup, and that one goes.
That's a good pass, a good power dribble from McKinney there. He's known himself for a shooter, but he's more than a one-dimensional player right there.
Michael New hands back to Ted Berry, backs out for 3. Ted Berry with a big shot.
That's a good shot now. That's individual skill right there. If they can keep that up.
Myers called for the traveling violation, and Jimmy Brandon jumping up and down with joy.
It looks like really now Edinburgh really needs to come down and get an offense. They got to work what Jimmy wants them to do, come up with some different people. Ted Berry's doing a great job here, but if they start putting pressure on Berry, then Joe Burns has been quiet, Michael New's been quiet, Ian McLean's been quiet. That's not good enough for them.
Here is McLean inside. His shot is bouncing off the ring, and Corcoran has it away. Come the Sharks quickly with Myers. Myers round the back, great move, trying to get it to Johnson. Ryan King penetrating. Oh, it rattled out. Loose ball, Roxbury.
Yeah, it's got some cling film over that basket for both teams. Everybody's trying real hard to get it in, but just whatever they're doing, just missing.
This looked a certain two, somehow came out. And I think it might have been Cawthorn's hand who knocked it away.
Joe Burns taking the rest, and he's been quiet. He's had some great games.
Here's Ted Berry coming forward. Chris, who's just come into the game, hands over to Berry. McLean gets the home court roll, and the Rocks are back in front.
There's some bench scoring. He's come off the bench. They need that. They need McLean to have a good game to win.
Oh, what a pass by Myers, but the block was there from New. 3-on-2 break. Berry with a little stutter. Safris off the glass for 2.
That was what was happening there. Referee let it play. That was good. I'm glad to see that.
Berry with the stutter found Safris, and he converted.
It was converted. That was the main thing at the end. After all that.
Ranking for 3. New is there to pull it down. Berry showing it all, pulling up the 3 air ball. Didn't get a touch though. No, it didn't. And it is a foul Sharks ball, and Chris Finch can't be too happy with the way things are going for his team here in this second period.
Yeah, uncharacteristically, I mean, Nate Rankin's a great shooter, but he came down, no passes. He could have had that shot for 3 or 4 passes, and they came down, and Edinburgh had a chance to get a possession where they could score. So here they start passing again. That's what they really need to do to be a good basketball team. They come up with a shot like that.
Knocks out the 2. There's Myers on a nice looking jump shot. Graves through the middle, got it back and stuck it in, and Brendan Graves has really come up big time here for the Rocks in the first 5.
He's doing kind of a job that he has to do.
Myers to the little floater, converts. Also in the Northern Conference tonight, the team with no wins against the team with no losses, but it's level at the end of the first quarter. Manchester 21, Leicester 21.
That's good for all of us to see. Manchester's an awful strong team, so it's good to have a team like Leicester playing them even.
Michael New going strong, finds Graves, gets it back. Good defense from Windle to knock it loose. Scrappy on the floor, McCord has it. Shot clock down to 3, but Ryan King with the steal. Ryan King all the way, no defense on him, and he floated it over McCord. That's where Nate Rankin's tough, bringing it down. He's doing that, but he's got a great jump shot. There's a... Ryan King ran it all the way back the length of the court. Nobody stopped him. That was a turnover right there, but there's only actually been 4 turnovers in the game so far, which is an impressive stat. It looks, it's hard to understand that because they've lost the ball so many times. 11 lead changes in the game so far as well. It really has been ding-dong. Scantlebury with the boards, and he stretches the Sharks' advantage up to 3 with just under 2 minutes to go. 1:58. It's the Edinburgh Rocks who trail by 3. Jim Brandon with the timeout. Let's go down and take a listen.
Let's go, come on. Hey, listen up. You know what I like about this? What I like about it, they're playing the best they can, and the motherfuckers still ain't up. All right, now we got a little bit tougher.
Now, Craig Lynch, Jim Brandon, quite pleased with things because he's well in this game at 3 points down, isn't he?
Yeah, it's a strange game. It has been scrappy. There's only been 4 turnovers. It seems like there's been more turnovers. They're back and forth. I guess they're just missing a lot of shots from that point of view. I think that neither team is really playing the style that they want to play.
If we take a look at the points by quarter so far, you can see the 3-point gap that was in the first quarter is still there now, level here in the second.
That's still Todd Cawthorn's 3-point play at the end of that quarter, which is a big play, and I think it'll keep them ahead. And something's got to happen for Edinburgh. They got to start running offenses and maybe make something happen inside.
Now, we've not seen very much offensively from John McCord for the Rocks. He's only got 3 points, but we have seen 10 points out of Brendan Graves. Is it just that McCord is biding his time, do you think?
I would think so. I think John will continue to focus on the game, and his opportunities come. When it comes down to the end, from my experience, John's always been a real clutch player, so it's a danger sign for Sheffield if it's close.
Here's Burns against Ryan King. McCord out by the halfway line. Here he is. Burns driving through the middle. Great move from Joel Burns to the right-handed layup.
That's good offensive play there. Joel's trying to get himself involved. He's not really had much this game.
Windle, Scantlebury. Myers and Burns battling in the low post. Ryan King, though, goes on his own, fires over Graves. Oh, nice play from Nate Ryan King with the big man coming at him.
Great shot. You watch his jump shot. He really gets off the floor, so he can go up there against the big guys and still get that shot off.
Inside the final minute of the first half, Sheffield leading the Rocks by 3 here. Burns stuttering through the middle. That one doesn't go. Ryan King with the boards. 3-on-2 break. Ryan King to Myers. Myers fakes the 3, drives through. Oh, what a block by John McCord to throw it back to his own bench.
That's John coming in and playing. It's a big time for him to come in and do something without fouling.
Oh, but nobody spotted Johnson. They were quick to double team him once he caught the ball, though. Myers in the corner for 3, yes! And suddenly Sheffield have opened up a 6-point advantage here at the end of the first half. McCord strong off the glass, too strong, rebound Windle. One more chance for Sheffield to get a shot off. Ryan King's got to be quick though. Running it back, does he see the time?
No.
Windle got it off, but too late.
Where's that clock? Where's that clock? They couldn't see the clock. That's a shame.
At the end of the first half, the Sheffield Sharks have come back strong and lead by 6.
In a game that has had at least 11 lead changes, here the Sheffield Sharks lead 43-37. Join us after the break. It's a barn burner in Edinburgh as the Rocks trail the Sheffield Sharks by 6, 43-37. Back to comms, Craig and Daniel.
Thank you very much, Kevin. We're ready to get off and underway here in the third quarter. It'll be Brendan Graves and Wilbur Johnson to jump it up. Johnson wins the tip, but only out of bounds. Craig got excited there. He thought the ball was coming his way.
That's right. I was ready to shoot there. He was a bit closer.
He was looking for that long-range 3. Edinburgh Rocks here trailing by 6 here as we start the second quarter. Second half, what do you think they need to do to get back in this game?
Well, they just need to be patient, I think. They got to go ahead and run their offense, and I think they expect to score more than 37 points in a half. So they're going to have to score a few more points in the second half.
Burns. A lot of dribbling from Burns. Now he finds Michael New on the baseline. His shot is short. Oh, great rebound by McCord to stick it back.
That's a big basket. There's John McCord. He's thought about what he has to do, and he says maybe I'll have to go and get some boards and put it back up.
Myers coming around the screen with Berry close behind. Hawthorne orchestrating things. Here's Ryan King on the other side. Time ticking down on the Sheffield offense. Johnson spinning round, is blocked by Graves. Away comes Berry. Still Ted Berry. Burns. Inside to Michael New, spinning round. Ooh, it just wouldn't go for Michael New, but he'll have a chance to earn a couple from the line.
Well, Michael needs to put those away. He's big, he's strong. He needs to just go ahead and finish that off and get the free throw too.
Looked really disappointed with himself when that one rolled out. Michael New makes the first. He, of course, played with Jim Brandon at Manchester, and then came to Edinburgh when Jim asked him about Christmas last year, just after Christmas, I think it was.
I think Jim really has a lot of respect for Michael, and I think he sees him as a real important cog to him having any success this year.
He was Newcastle before that, but that was before you were there as coach.
Before I was there, yeah. He was a proud favorite. He works hard, and I think Michael will give it everything 100%. You can tell in his face right now.
Here he is with the ball, handing over to Joel Burns.
Again, these guard matchups are so important to this game. Myers, Burns, okay, now they've changed in their rankings on Berry, so they've actually changed what was happening in the first half.
McCord to the runner off the pass, and he said he hadn't scored many points in the first half. He's already topped that here in the second.
I thought he might save some of that for the fourth quarter, but he decided maybe he'd have to keep that average up a little bit, so he's going to do a bit in the third quarter here.
He's had 2 30-point games this season. He's on 7 right now. He averages 25.
If he gets about 20 points, then Edinburgh's got a real good shot to win this game.
Scanterby short on the 3. Corcoran tipped it away from Michael New, and the Rocks get it back.
And I think the other positive thing is that Jimmy Brandon has survived the foul trouble. I don't think anybody has 3, so they can go out and play defense, which they'll have to do the second half.
Berry and Graves picked up 2 fouls each early on. They both remain on 2, and they're the only players on the Edinburgh side to have 2. Here's Berry with a quick release 3. Ooh, not quite. Michael New trying to chase it down, but couldn't quite get there in time.
I think he was thinking about diving on that, but he didn't know what was behind that Danny Dunker sign. So
there was a couple of young kids that were getting nervous as he came running in the front row there. Ryan King with a little chat with Hawthorne as they discuss the play. It's a high screen, then Ryan King with the stutter over Graves, and he really does have a high off on that.
That's a beautiful shot. He's got such control. He can change his shot so many different ways.
Real nice soft touch there from Nate Rankin over the 6'10" and jumping Brendan Graves. Oh, nice move by Joel Burns at the other end. Myers double teamed.
That's right.
Saves it to Rankin. Ooh, in and out for 3. Rebound Cawthorn though, and Cawthorn smartly gets it back out to Myers. Wide open to Terrell Myers. And you can't give the MVP that sort of space.
Well, the guards are playing now. Ranking, we got Burns, we got Myers. So the guards will come out to play.
I think Terrell Myers had more defense in the warm-ups at halftime than he did right there.
It can be a tough shot sometimes. Nobody's on you.
For the second chance points, there's 16 points from 9 rebounds by the Sheffield Sharks. That's really good point production by the Sharks there.
Yeah, that'll win games there. I think if you can go ahead and get a second shot, put it in, convert it, then your offense is really working.
That was foul number 2 on Terrell Myers as he and Berry went hard to the ground.
Michael Payne's been brought in. But they lose with Pete going out defensively, though. If Michael Payne can hit a 3, then he's doing his job out there.
Burns again faced with his teammate of last year, Ryan King. And Berry looking to go one-on-one with Myers here. They've been having quite a battle tonight. Good feed though to Graves. Graves going strong, but one too many steps from the big man there as he tries to get close to the basket.
That's unfortunate. He's done so well. He's trying to do a little bit extra there, a little bit too far away from the basket. Difficult to see his feet if they actually move, but he's trying out there. Maybe he wants to score 20 this game.
That only the 4th turnover of the game by Edinburgh. As Myers scores at the other end, Sheffield have only put it up once in nearly 25 minutes of play. Berry with a sweet pass, ripped away. I think it was Cawthorn as the foul was called.
Tremendous vision there, tremendous vision to see the big guy. I guess Cawthorn thought there's nothing else he can do. That was going to go down. So let's see if it's a good foul. Graves goes up, hits both of them. Hopefully that won't hurt Cawthorn in the 4th quarter.
Graves makes the first. And Brendan Graves is the leading scorer on the Edinburgh side so far tonight.
That's 12 points. Yeah.
Well, down in Manchester, the Giants have just edged away here at the end of the first half. It's the Manchester Giants 33, the Leicester Riders 38. Sorry, Giants 33 Riders. Cawthorn backing in on McCord. Johnson after it is fouled underneath by McLean.
How's Johnson doing? He goes to the boards and he needs it when people are shooting. He knows Todd's going to shoot that. He's thinking, I'm going to get an offensive rebound.
I said as Ian McLean came out tonight, probably the best Scottish player to have played the game. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, Ian McLean's, he can do so much. He's a great player and he's been around for a long time, has a lot of experience, but he needs to put that on the floor tonight. They need him to hit a shot, to get a rebound, to get on the end of it or something to really help them.
He used to play with the old Livingston side back in the late 80s as Michael Payne hits a 3.
Michael got a 3, so he's going to stay out there for a while, I think. And as long as he's hitting that 3, then Sheffield's going to win basketball games.
McCord going along the baseline is fouled by Ranking, I think it was underneath.
This is a real crucial part of the game now. You can't let Sheffield get to any more than 8-9 points. They got to pull it back right now. So Edinburgh really has to throw the ball around, go to the free throw line, or make something happen, get the ball in McCord. Payne's guarding McCord right now. That may not be the best matchup.
John McCord with 8 points so far here tonight, but he only had 3 at halftime. So he has started to step it up here in the second period.
Well, he's a patient player. He can get his points any time in the game. He doesn't seem to be too concerned about points. He'll score when the team needs him. But like I say, if he comes up with 20, then they may win this game.
Payne had it knocked away by Burns. Of course, it's a team game, so John McCord will be happy to win and have no points rather than lose and have 40.
I think, from what I hear, John McCord's got real team goals this year for Edinburgh Rock.
Oh, what an unbelievable shot from Myers with Joel Burns right in his face. And Myers, who averages 30 a game this season, look at that. 23 so far tonight.
That's MVP timing there, because right there, that kind of puts a little bit of a nail in a coffin. And here's Ian McKean.
Payne trying to reply, can't get the 3 to go. Oh, a big block by Brendan Graves. Look at that block from Brendan Graves. That time Nate Rankin didn't quite get enough off on the shot. Wendell, tried to find McKinney, but just threw it out of bounds. Chris Finch, the Sheffield coach, must be quite pleased here. His side leading by 10. Michael New under the basket, still going. 3-second violation called against Michael New, who was there for an awfully long time.
You hate those 3-second calls. You have to go back and see if he's there for long. The guy's fighting for the ball. I don't know. He might have been there 4 seconds, but in the end, it's a tough call for Edinburgh. But they got to go ahead and collect themselves now, because there's plenty of basketball game to play here.
Not a call we see too often either. I think that's the first one I've seen this season where the 3-second violation has been called. In case you don't know, because we don't see it that often, you're not allowed in the zone for more than 3 seconds at a time, offensively. Oh, another block from Brendan Graves, make that number 3. Here's Wendell looking to go strong, but Graves says, not in my house. And with 2:54 to go, Brendan Graves walks over to the bench. Jim Brandon with the timeout. His side trail by 10. What's he going to be saying to his team here?
Well, again, he just got to collect them a little bit. 10 points, they got to bring it back 2 points at a time. They need to come down and run the offense. And I think that a few more people have to hit shots. We talked about McLean. I think, if I'm not mistaken right now, Graves is the leading scorer for Edinburgh. And, of course, that's not really the way they want things to go. John McCord's starting to go. He's going to have to go ahead and go a bit harder now.
Now, if we look here at the points by quarter here, Sheffield just starting to edge away with it, winning each quarter by 3 or 4 points.
Yeah, just every quarter, they're just kind of making the distance between the two teams a little bit more, a little bit harder. But in basketball, we all know 10 points doesn't mean a whole lot. 2 quick threes by a couple players, it's a 4-point game, momentum changes, and suddenly you got an exciting basketball game. I think this is where the fans at all the people have to go in there and start playing hard.
Now, if we take a look at the shooting stats, still the free throw percentage from Edinburgh holding them, but 7 for 15 from Sheffield, stunning.
But that's been the big difference. And Myers has stepped up a couple times. He's got 23 points. He's still got an awful lot of game to play. He's going to get his 30 plus. He's done his job tonight. And just the other players out there got to do the same.
As Craig said, 23 for Myers. The next highest scorer is Brendan Graves with 12. There are only 4 players in double figures.
And they've done, Jimmy's gone ahead and put McCord on the leading scorer of the league right now to kind of stop that from happening anymore.
That extra height may play difference as Cawthorn now hits a 3. Yeah. And Sheffield are really firing it in well from deep.
Well, you know, what Jimmy did sound like a good. That's like Cawthorn. That's his third one there, and they're going to have to stop that.
McCord inside is fouled as he went to the basket. I think it was Pete Scantlebury. Yes, it was.
I'd like to see who had Cawthorn there, because, of course, you just cannot let him in a big game like this stand out there, because it's what he does. And hit the three, then suddenly you're beaten.
There's McCord going to the basket, trying to spark some life into his team here. Suddenly, they found themselves on the wrong end of a 13-point scoreline.
Yeah. I think a real interesting thing to watch now will be John McCord if he stays on Myers, because that's, you know, Myers is going to have to use his quickness. McCord's pretty quick too, and if people are watching this game, see who wins that battle.
Certainly makes it more difficult for Myers to shoot because he fires up over the bigger McCord. It becomes a more difficult shot.
Right, they've changed things around. They got to do something here a little bit different. So Jimmy's going to make him press a little bit.
Yeah, Edinburgh. I almost said Newcastle with you sitting next to me. Yeah. Edinburgh, sorry, coming up court with a little bit of full court pressure. I see they've switched back on Myers with Burns back guarding it. McKinney steps into the foul line and scores. And that's got to hurt when you've taken 26 seconds off the shot clock and then they still get
that hurts bad. And since they put McCord on Myers, you've got Cawthorn stepping up, you've got McKinney stepping up. And that's why Sheffield is so difficult to beat.
Barry going along the baseline. And Richard Wendell, judged to have just leaned his arms forward. If you stand up straight, you get a charge. If you put your hands down, it's a defensive foul. What did you make of this thing, Craig?
I don't know. I don't know what else a guy can do except put his hands down, you know. It's a really difficult one to call. I think the referees have to allow the defensive players to have a spot in the floor that they call their own. If the offensive player infringes on that spot, they have to just let it go.
Certainly did look a bit of a harsh call on the youngster. But then you're on the road. You're facing the All-Star Game MVP. You don't necessarily get all the calls your way.
Well, yeah, that's true. But it's very frustrating for defenders out there. I know my team has been trying to play defense all year. We've got an awful lot of calls against us.
Sheffield with some good ball movement as the defensive pressure comes from the Rocks. John McCord knocks it away. It's an Edinburgh ball.
A little bit of extra pressure now gives them a possession here that they have to score on. They have to throw the ball around and get the shot they want with somebody rebounding.
The Edinburgh fans coming to their feet, cranking up the volume as Berry finds Graves, goes strong. Second attempt from Graves, kicks it back in, and it's down to single figures.
Graves getting an offensive rebound there, Austin. That's why he's leading the league right there.
Defense the cry now from the home fans. Oh, McCord almost with the steal, but Ranking now through the middle. Finds Scantlebury. Oh, what a play from Pete Scantlebury along the baseline.
That's a big play from Pete. He went up there strong. He had the space, and he made no mistake about it.
Still got some jump left in the old legs. The veteran Peter Scantlebury, Barry with the spin. The rearrange is short. Charging foul is the call.
And the thing about Pete also, once he dunked that, he was back. He knew he was guarding McCord. And I turned my head, and there he is on the other end of the floor guarding McCord. He wasn't celebrating because he knows he's in a basketball game.
Now, there didn't seem too much different between that and the one where Wendell got called for the foul at the other end.
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I couldn't see it.
Except that time, Ted Berry was called for his third personal foul.
Except they both went against Edinburgh. That's the only thing similar.
Wendell spies a wide open gap, then runs into trouble and travels with it. Chris Finch not happy with that last play there because Sheffield had the chance for the final score of this third period.
They need a good shot here. 11 points.
Oh, McCord lost it. Is that a travel? Did he pass it to himself? No, said the referee. They carry on. Burns under pressure, falling over off the back of the ring. And at the end of the third period, it's been another good quarter for the Sheffield Sharks. Terrell Myers leading the way with 23 as Sheffield have the advantage. 65-54. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Edinburgh. It's the hometown Rocks who trailed the Sharks by 54 points to 65. With me, Craig Lynch, coach of Newcastle. We're going to take a look now at the match facts here, Craig. We mentioned it before, we have to mention it again. Sheffield, in fact, shooting better from the three-point land than they are inside.
Well, they've hit some great shots, Payne, Cawthorn, Myers, and unfortunately, you've got Edinburgh's 1 for 8, so they haven't had anything. The main thing here is Edinburgh's only scored 54 points, and I think probably Jimmy's thinking they should be scoring, in the upper 60s and possibly win the game by 4.
And if we look at the rebound, Sheffield really going after the offensive glass there with 12 boards.
Well, there were some doubts about Sheffield rebounding. They don't have McLeod out there.
Sheffield, who have an average of 9 offensive boards a game, they've gone past that already, and you can see there the severe dip at the bottom as Sheffield Sharks have taken control of this game here in the second half. Can the Rocks come back? The home fans are on their feet. They certainly think they can. Let's have a look as Graves and Johnson go up for the jump. Ryan King with the first offense. Johnson is short, rebound Graves. Away goes McCord on the break, great feed. Myers was there to prevent the score. Pinpoint pass, but Myers was there to deny McCord.
Okay, hopefully that's his third personal foul. Hopefully that won't hurt him, but if McCord don't hit these 2 shots, it was a good foul. And I think Myers thinks maybe he can play the rest of this game without fouling out.
McCord doesn't.
It was a good foul because that had been 2 points. He might have dunked it and it might have got the fans going. So I think Myers made a good decision there.
McCord, though, does make the second. And he's up to 11. Here's Myers. Myers with a great step under. Cawthorn looking to back in on Brendan Graves. Still he goes, drives through the middle, flips it up, but Michael New is there for the boards. Berry through to get. Oh, nice play from Ted Berry.
There's some individual brilliance right there, but I think Edinburgh has to go ahead, get some passes going, hit the open shot where the people are rebounding.
Johnson with Graves on the floor, shoots up, and there was a foul called. John McCord's not happy, I assume it's on him.
He's unhappy, so if we can see this, maybe we'll find out what it's all about. You can't see it. You can't see enough there, but I'll take the referee's word for it.
Johnson goes to the line now. Johnson makes a second. If we look at the foul trouble, 3 each for Barry Graves, Wendell Myers. No real foul trouble at all. There's only been 25 fouls in the game, and 12 of them came in the first quarter, so it's been not that many fouls for them.
Well, they've started with a lot of fouls. The referees perhaps are letting a little bit go.
Oh, what a play from Ted Berry.
That'll be the kind of stuff that'll get the crowd going.
So will that, as Terrell Myers just lost it out of bounds, and the Edinburgh Rocks come back with it, and suddenly the home fans are starting to believe the comeback. Berry again, and he's jumping up and down. Here come the Rocks. and everybody in the house is on their feet making plenty of noise. It's down to 5.
The 5-point game, pressure's on Sheffield now, momentum's changed, but this is an important possession. And they've shown a little bit of patience there.
Johnson is short, rocks forward with McCord. Edinburgh starting really strong here in this fourth quarter, 7-1, they lead it.
Only 1 point for Sheffield, that's not enough for them to maintain what they need to have happen.
Here's McCord with the speed!
Big move, and a score.
Count the basket, the foul is called. Jimmy Brandon waves to the fans, but they're already up there celebrating.
Okay, McCord moves up to 13 now. I don't know how many he had in the first half, but he's suddenly, fourth quarter, the game's close. He's scoring and he's going to the free throw line.
Foul number 3 on Todd Cawthorn as John McCord goes to the foul line with a chance to trim it to 2. Sheffield have led by as many as 13.
You want those to go in. You need those to go in. 6 for 8, 14 points.
Defense again, the cry from the home fans.
I think John McCord's got another 6 or 8 points here. Still in him.
Myers under pressure gets it to Cawthorn, lines up a 3 short. Myers with the rebound. Myers traveled with it.
Bit of a break there, a bit of a break.
Sheffield Sharks have missed their last 4 shots as the Edinburgh Rocks have poured it back here. The Rocks now with a chance to tie or possibly take the lead. Canterbury off and running with Ryan King. Ryan King going along the block by Brendan Graves. Block number 4 for the big man.
That was tremendous defense there by Scantlebury. Good pass. Graves thinking I'm going to lead the league this year. Tremendous.
Myers backs out for 3 with Berry right there and hits it. What a big shot. And the crowd went silent for about 3 or 4 seconds after that one.
26 points he's up to now. He's going to get his average.
Berry looking to reply. That doesn't go. Ryan King.
Yeah.
Ryan King trying to find Myers, but couldn't. New has it. New to McCord. McCord is fouled hard. And the basket doesn't go. McCord is looking for some afters. He didn't like that at all as Richard Windle hit him hard.
I didn't see that. We'll have to see that. Looks like John's
Here's another
really
look at it here, Craig. As you see, Michael New gets it to him. Windle with a hard foul. And that's where McCord was not happy with the foul.
I think that Windle just a little bit awkward there, really. McCord's got to calm down. He's got to go ahead and get himself focused on the game now, because the game's actually quite close, 64-69.
Foul number 4 on Richard Windle. He'll get himself a break with Will Johnson coming into the game. Well, Jim knows Richard Windle as well as any. He was one of the guys that Jimmy brought up. Bam Bam, they call him, and you see why. He was very strong on that one. Here's John McCord going to the foul line again. 2 big free throws here for the Edinburgh Rocks.
Good. He's got to hit these. I think also a couple possessions before, Edinburgh came down and didn't run their offense really. It was a big possession. They came down, took 1 shot, no passes, and if they do that, they'll be in trouble against Sheffield.
Christian's having a word with Ian McKinney, who's coming into the game, as is Ian McLean for the Rocks. As John McCord goes to the bench, do you think that's just a tactic just to calm John down after that last
It may be. I think John's actually was using a tactic to get the crowd and get his guys going a little bit, because it didn't look like a vicious of foul. I think he just wants to get excited, so I hope it doesn't work against Jimmy there, taking him out there.
Cawthorn shot is short. Johnson with the tip. McLean comes up with it. Away's Berry, and he's fouled at the halfway line by Ian McKinney. There is John McCord taking that breather with 6 minutes left to go. He's got 6 of his 16 points in this quarter.
Yeah, John's up to 16, 6 rebounds, and like I said, if he gets 20 plus after only having a few in the first half, then Edinburgh's got every chance to win this basketball game.
I believe he had 3 points at halftime, 13 here in the second half. Second top scorer in the country with 25 a game behind number 11 for Sheffield, Terrell Myers, who's well on his way to his 30-point average.
Well, they're looking to pass the ball, looking to get a good shot or get fouled. And see, this will be good because Sheffield is fouling now. They keep fouling, and Edinburgh can actually go and get some points from the free throw line.
Foul is called. It's on the floor. If you look, there's the foul there. And there's the shot, so the score wouldn't count, but Sheffield in the penalty, so it will be 2 shots for Joel Burns.
The fouls have picked up in the last 3 or 4 minutes. We just talked about how there hadn't many fouls. The crowd's up on their feet. Everybody, expecting this game to go down to the wire.
Joel Burns at the line is a very good foul shooter. He's yet to miss this season.
And I think Burns will be the wrong guy to foul.
It's a 1-point ball game with less than 6 to play, and this one is going down to the wire. Ted Berry with the defensive foul. It's foul number 4 on Ted Berry, and 3 of them have come defending Terrell Myers just like that.
See, this crowd, they're all on their feet. They remember Ted Berry hitting that shot last year against Chester. So, it's real important that Ted Berry stays in there because it gives the crowd the confidence that something's going to happen.
There's the foul trouble.
Berry's got a guard ranking. He's a tough guy to guard.
Johnson. Myers under pressure from Burns, still gets it off. Cawthorn tips it to Reinking. Reinking hits, and a big offensive play by Todd Cawthorn.
Another offensive rebound by Sheffield. They needed that. The shot wasn't the right one, but they got the ball, and Reinking put it in.
Here's Ted Berry. Berry knocked away by Myers. Graves is fouled. There's Graves going after the rebound, and Johnson just going for the block. And Brendan Graves goes to the line.
Edinburgh can
2 from the line.
They can win this game from the line. They're shooting well. They're confident. They've only missed 2 all night.
18 of 20 as a team.
That's tremendous shooting. That'll win basketball games.
It's down to 1 again. We're inside the final 5. Cawthorn gets it into Myers in the post. Reinking on the runner.
They show some patience, 3 or 4 passes. They got the ball to Rankin, who's hit the last one. I mean, Sheffield's still a good basketball team. This is undecided, and the fans here are really impressed. Most of them are standing up right now, and there's still plenty of time left this basketball game, over 4 minutes. So their legs are going to be tired as well as the players.
They've been standing up for most of this second half. It's fair to say they've been enjoying the action. Burns wide open to tie it. Yes! Joel Burns levels the game at 73.
That's a big shot for Joel Burns. He's been quiet. It's his turn to step up.
And the volume is cranked up just a little bit more on the defensive. Reinking slip, but still got the shot off. Johnson fight for it. Graves comes up with it. Edinburgh off and running, a chance to regain the lead. Berry to McCord. No, it comes out. McCord again at the second attempt, and Edinburgh, who trailed by as many as 13, have the lead with 3.5 to play. No, they don't, because Myers nets another three. Terrell Myers, 5 of 6 from three-point land. McLean at the other end with a layup.
This is all good stuff right now. You just can't relax for a second. Ian McLean takes it up on Johnson. That's not an easy thing to do. It shows that he wants to win this game.
Terrell Myers gets it inside to Johnson, and he's fouled by Ian McLean. The interesting thing about Terrell Myers is as soon as he got the ball, 2 guys went running at him. He's missed a couple of shots all night. Stunning form for Terrell Myers, and it's given Sheffield some other options inside because of that double team.
That's right. You know, you got people like Johnson. You got Cawthorn. I mean, he was MVP last year. He was voted by the coaches because he's a clutch player. He's shown that. So, you know, I think McCord's out there. You got Barry out there. You got a lot of clutch players in this league now.
Rankin gets it into Myers. Another three, not this time. That's only the second he's missed all night, but Sheffield come up with the rebound. Chris Finch waves Will Johnson out of the way, and he goes up top. Myers is fouled by Brendan Graves.
That's 4 on Graves now. They're still, you know, they need him in there. He's playing well. Big body in there. 2:34 to go. He needs to be smart. That wasn't a good foul. He should have just went up and just made it difficult. You got to.
It would be a big hole if he was forced to leave the game for fouls, no doubt. 16 points, 8 boards for the big man as Rankin hits the jumper that puts Sheffield back in front.
You gotta like that shot of Rankin. You got so many shooters out there. Anything can happen.
McLean for 3, it's way off, but it's landed in the hands of New, who's fouled as he went up by Will Johnson.
Okay, now Michael New's been quiet. This is his turn. Go to the free throw line. Edinburgh's been hitting free throws. They're still in the game. These are probably 2 of the biggest free throws in the game so far.
Joel Burns checks back in. Ian McLean goes to the bench.
And I think that the way this
There's the score from Manchester at the end of 3. It seems that Manchester are pulling away with that one. They lead now by 12, 61-49.
say the way the league's set up this year, these teams are going to play each other 4 times. We're going to play both these teams 4 times. So it's an awful lot of exciting basketball for people around the league, game in and game out.
Michael New then going for what Craig described as 2 of the biggest free throws of the game, and I wouldn't argue with him with 2 minutes to go and he's side down 1. And he finds nothing but the bottom of the net on that one. Edinburgh have been stunning from the foul line this evening. And he makes them both.
Now this might be one of the most important defensive situations Edinburgh finds himself in.
2 minutes left in the ball game, or at least in regulation, as Myers goes running. Rebound John McCord. Craig Lynch, who's going to win this game?
I wouldn't put money on it. I'd still have to go with Sheffield. They've been here so many times. I feel like they're going to pass the ball around. I don't know.
This Edinburgh crowd is making some noise, trying to help the Rocks. Don't forget, last year when we were up here, Ted Berry on the buzzer with a game winner against Chester. Could he be doing it again? He's lining up a 3 now off the back of the ring. Myers with the boards. 3-on-3 break. Myers with the stutter, looking for Johnson. Johnson from the foul line hits, and the Sharks are back in front.
You have to remember, Sheffield are the league champions from last year. They got all that experience, all that confidence. Edinburgh's trying to go get things going for themselves this year. They got a lot of ambition, but a lot of games to play.
Michael New going strong against Johnson. The foul is called on Will Johnson, and New will go to the line.
Another foul on Will Johnson, goes to 4. A lot of fouls going on here. We're going to lose one of the main players here. I don't know who it's going to be before this game's out. 1 minute to go. I think from Edinburgh, they're going to hope it's not Ted Berry. Because Ted Berry hit a shot against us before last second of the game.
The referee just having a word with the commissioner. As they wipe up some perspiration off the floor. That's what is the 24th attempt from the foul line by Edinburgh. 22 of those foul shots have come here in the second half. They only had 2 in the first half. They are 23 from 25 from the line, and that is why they lead this ball game by a point with a minute to play. Brian King to Myers. Myers going against Burns with the fall away. Oh, what a tough shot from Terrell Myers. Make that 31 personal points for Myers.
Yeah, he's a clutch player, you know, MVP last year. Big play, looked off balance, but he was in control the whole time.
Sheffield will get the ball back regardless unless Edinburgh get an offensive rebound. Burns, under pressure, gets it to New. Shot clock down to 5. They've got to get a shot off. McCord to the layup. Misses. Rebound Scantlebury. Loose to Rankin. They're off and running. Sheffield have it with Scantlebury. He's lost it out of bounds. He's lost it out of bounds. And Jimmy Brandon comes running to the table. 81-82. Jim Brandon calls the timeout with 9 seconds left. What is Jim Brandon going to run here on this play?
He's going to try to make sure he gets a shot with a rebound. I mean, you look at the tension there. Sheffield didn't need to take a shot there. It looked like it was going to go through. It looked like there was going to be a dunk there, and they're going to score. The game's going to be over. It didn't happen. It's what happens. You know, it's the tension out there. Jimmy's going to get his guys, and he's going to have a play, hopefully, that they can go ahead and get a shot from Ted Berry. You got Graves rebounding. I guess really the guy you want to have is John McCord, because he's going to get the ball inside.
Do you leave it to the last second, or do you take the shot as soon as you can?
With only 9 seconds left, you got to go ahead, take one shot, give yourself time for a rebound. You know, you might as well not give them time to come down and shoot a half-court shot to lose the game and break everybody's heart here. So one shot, a rebound if he misses, and see who wins.
There's the points by quarter. You can see Edinburgh dominating this final quarter, leading it by 10. Our viewers at home will remember last December we were here at Edinburgh. The Rocks were down 1 with 4 seconds to go. Ted Berry ran the length of the court and on the buzzer hit an under pressure rearranged shot to win the game. Will Berry go for it again? Will they look for McCord? We can only wait and see.
The big question, they're looking for a 2-point, they're looking for a 3-point. If it's a 2-point, they tie, they go into overtime.
It's 81-82.
Oh, yeah, excuse me. 2's enough to win.
Chris Vince is very unhappy there with the table.
Boy, this coaching stuff's really tense stuff, isn't it? These guys really look. I wonder if I look like that sometimes. From this viewpoint, it's strange.
There was an argument there. He was trying to get a timeout in. He was trying to get a timeout on the next break of play, and the table have given it to him immediately, and that is why he's very unhappy.
Yeah.
He's all right because he's still got 1 timeout left.
Yeah.
But what it has done is given Jim Brandon another minute to talk about this play that he's writing.
Yeah. Well,
here we go then, 9 seconds left here at Meadowbank. The home team with the ball from under their own basket, trailing by 1. It's in the hands of John McCord. McCord. Still John McCord to Ted Berry. Berry on the buzzer from the same spot. This time it doesn't go. It's out of bounds. And Sheffield have won. Ted Berry with almost a carbon copy shot from the game's winner at Chester last year. This time he couldn't get it to go, Craig.
No, he's been there before. He had the shots you want, possibly. Didn't go. You know, it's a shame for them. They worked real hard to lose one at home here in front of this crowd. But Sheffield, again, when Myers, that shot he had down the corner was the MVP shot. It was a tough shot to make. It was a big shot to make.
Terrell Myers had a great game all round. If we look across the stats, 5 of 7 3-pointers, 31 points. You can't ask for more than that as a coach.
No, 31 points. He's done good. He's shooting that 3-point. I think when we play him, I'm going to have to tell the guys, go out, don't give him that.
At the other end, 18 for Berry, 18 McCord, 16 a big game from Brendan Graves.
Yeah, Brendan Graves did what he needed to do, had some offense out there. Everybody stepped up. Everybody stepped up for Edinburgh at the end. New hit free throws. Burns hit a big shot. It's just an exciting basketball game.
Well, in the end, the final shot didn't go this time for Edinburgh, and the Sharks have won.
Probably the best game we've had so far this season. A one-pointer, great basketball game. The Sharks win 82-81. Down on the floor, he was 5 for 7 from the three-point line, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 7 for 10 from three-pointers, 31 points. Today's MVP, Terrell Myers.
Thanks very much, guys. Terrell, you looked like you were going to blow a gasket there at the end. You looked a little bit unhappy.
I was very unhappy. We're a championship team, and when we get up, we gotta keep that lead. We can't let teams come back, and if that's going to happen, it's going to be a long year.
Well, Terrell, you said to me at the beginning of the game that you hope that you're here standing talking to me, which usually means that you've won, and it does. What do you think nearly made you lose this game tonight?
I mean, we started to relax. They play with a lot of emotion, and we started to give into that, start making mental mistakes, and they just came back. They have a great crowd, and they brought them back.
This is one of the areas that Chris Finch has recognised. He feels that there's mental lapses in the game. What can you do to get around that?
I mean, it's going to be very difficult. The only thing I can say is just play hard in practice, and just try to prepare for these situations, and then come out, and then hopefully we can better them next time.
There's a lot of depth in the Sheffield Sharks team, though, isn't it? That's always a great help, and a lot of speed, particularly from yourself.
Yeah, that's what makes us a good team. People in this country don't understand. We have guys like Mike Payne, Ian McKinney, and Richard Wendell that come in and do a great job for us. They underestimate those guys, and they come in day in and day out and play well for us.
We say you can't underestimate them. You can't underestimate a team like Edinburgh Rocks. They weren't particularly good in the early start of their season. They came back a little bit, but they are really on a roll at the moment. They're tough, they're athletic, and they're aggressive.
Yeah, they came out, they came out and played hard. This crowd, they just get them going. And then once they start feeding on it, it's hard to stop them. And they came out, we just got lucky. Ted Berry could have easily just made that shot. That's why I was so upset. When we get teams down like that, we got to finish them off.
What can you do in the last 9 seconds of a game? I mean, Ted Berry, his hands went on that ball. We know what he's capable of doing. He's done it last season in those dying seconds of a game, hasn't he? Were you panicking?
Yeah, you just hope that he misses. You just go up there and just pray that he misses. And this time he missed it. Maybe next game he'll make it, but you just hope that he misses. That's all you can do. And we won this. We pulled this game out for my man Andre McLeod sitting in the hospital. What's up, Dre?
Well, we wish Andre all the best for a quick recovery, but we give you this ball as the MVP. Congratulations to you, Terrell. It was a great game. Thanks very much.
Thank you.